Chosen one, something deep within you has been stirring, hasn't it? You've felt it for weeks, maybe even months. That quiet vibration in your spirit, that subtle pull toward something higher, something unfamiliar yet strangely destined. It's not your imagination. It's not coincidence. It's not restlessness. The shift is real. Everything around you is being rearranged by divine design. Conversations are changing. People are fading out. New doors are appearing where you once saw walls. The things that once fit your life no longer do. And the spaces that used to feel comfortable now feel too small. That's not confusion. That's confirmation. Heaven is moving you into alignment. You might not see the full picture yet, but you can feel it. That undeniable sense that something is about to break open. And it's not just in your mind. The spiritual atmosphere around you is vibrating with divine motion. God is doing something behind the scenes that your natural eyes can't yet perceive. For a long time, it felt like nothing was happening. You prayed, you waited, you stayed faithful, and it seemed like heaven was silent. But now the silence has turned into strategy. Every delay was divine preparation. Every not yet was a sacred recalibration. God wasn't ignoring you. He was aligning the right people, the right timing, and the right atmosphere for what's about to unfold. This shift is not small. It's not random. It's not just emotional energy. It's spiritual transition. The kind of shift that moves you from obscurity to visibility, from waiting to walking, from pain to purpose, from being tested to being trusted. Chosen one, when heaven shifts things, the first thing that moves is you. That's why you felt unsettled lately. That's why your spirit has been restless. Why things that used to satisfy your soul now feel empty. It's because God is repositioning you. He's shaking the foundation not to destroy it, but to strengthen what's coming next. Do you feel how people's energy toward you is different now? Some have grown distant, without explanation. Others have started to show unexpected kindness or interest. It's not about them. It's about the atmosphere shifting around your name. God is turning the page, and not everyone from the last chapter can follow into the next. You're not losing people. You're losing weight. You're not being abandoned. You're being elevated. You're not being punished. You're being promoted. When heaven decides to move you, everything connected to you begins to shake. It's a spiritual law. Nothing attached to the old version of you can remain when the new version starts to rise. That's why doors are closing that you didn't expect. That's why things you worked for suddenly don't feel aligned anymore. The shift is real, and it's making space for what's meant to arrive. You might feel like you're in between, not where you were, but not yet where you're going. That's the hallway of transformation. And in that hallway, faith becomes your oxygen. You don't have all the answers, but you have peace. You don't see the full path, but you sense the direction. That's how you know you're in sync with heaven. Listen, there's a reason you're reading this right now. It's not random. This is your confirmation. The feeling you've been wrestling with isn't anxiety, it's awakening. Your soul is responding to a frequency from heaven. God is whispering, "You're next." You've been through too much to stay where you are. The things that once defined you can no longer contain you. You've outgrown your old fears, your old limitations, your old story. And now, God is shifting everything to reveal who you've truly been all along. The shift is real, and it's visible in every part of your life. Your mindset is evolving. Your discernment is sharper. Your confidence is returning. Your peace is stronger. Even the way you see yourself is changing. It's like you woke up one day and realized, I can't go back to who I was. That's the Spirit of God renewing your identity. You're no longer trying to fit into the rooms you were once desperate to belong to, because you've realized you were never meant to fit in. You were meant to stand out. The shift will make some people uncomfortable. Don't apologize for it. Don't shrink to make others feel safe. Don't hide your growth to keep the peace. When heaven shifts you, it's not a suggestion, it's a summons. You are being called into a higher dimension of purpose, and no one can stop what's already been decreed. Yes, the enemy will try to confuse you. He'll make you doubt your timing, your worth, your progress. But remember this, you don't have to understand the shift to trust it. You just have to stay faithful. Keep showing up. Keep praying. Keep believing. Because while it feels like everything is changing, it's actually everything aligning. God is not just rearranging your life. He's upgrading it. He's replacing what was temporary with what's eternal. He's trading your fear for favor. He's turning your survival into success. And when the dust settles, you'll see that nothing was lost. It was only repositioned. Every seed you planted in tears is about to bloom in power. Every quiet yes you whispered in the dark is about to echo in the light. Every hidden sacrifice is about to be rewarded publicly. Chosen one, you are standing in the middle of a divine shift, and heaven is applauding. The things that once resisted you will now release you. The prayers that once felt unanswered are now unfolding before your eyes. The dreams that once seemed distant are now within reach. Don't fight the shift. Flow with it. Don't fear the unknown. Embrace it, because this isn't random, it's revelation. This isn't chaos, it's creation. The Spirit of God is literally realigning your steps with His purpose. Every delay was divine. Every disappointment was direction. Every detour was design. You are about to see the evidence of this shift in your relationships, your opportunities, your finances, your peace, your confidence, your purpose. What once felt stuck will suddenly flow. What once felt heavy will suddenly lift. So take a deep breath and stand tall. Chosen one, the shift is not against you, it's for you. You're not losing control, you're gaining clarity. You're not being left behind, you're being lifted up. Heaven has already moved on your behalf, and soon, the world will see the result. Everything you've prayed for, waited for, cried for, it's in motion now. The energy around your name has changed. The doors are about to respond. The shift is real. The transformation is divine. And you, chosen one, are right in the center of it. Sparkles keep going. Keep believing. Keep trusting. Heaven's moving, and so are you. Chosen one, you can feel it, can't you? The atmosphere around your life is no longer still. The same places that once felt familiar now carry a strange energy. Something has changed. The air feels charged. The nights feel shorter. Your spirit is alert in a way it hasn't been before. You're sensing it not with your mind, but with your soul. That's because the shift is real, and it's happening through you, not to you. For a long time, you've been walking through hidden seasons, silent battles, unseen growth, quiet endurance. You've been building in private while the world looked away. People mistook your stillness for stagnation, your patience for passivity, but heaven knew better. You were in preparation. You were being recalibrated for something so divine, so immense, that your former self couldn't carry it. Now the preparation is over. The stirring you feel is heaven's announcement that your time has come. Every closed door, every delay, every not yet, they were all divine mechanisms setting the stage for this very moment. The shift you feel is heaven's machinery in motion, rearranging your life to match your calling. And yes, it feels unfamiliar. That's because you've never been here before. The blessings that are about to find you have never existed in your timeline until now. The opportunities you're about to step into were built specifically for you. The favor that's coming wasn't random, it was reserved. That's why you've been feeling disconnected from the things that once anchored you. Old routines don't satisfy you anymore. Certain friendships feel like they're fading. You've been craving more solitude, more silence, more time with God. That's not isolation, that's elevation. Heaven always separates before it elevates. You're not being pulled away because you've done something wrong. You're being pulled higher because you've done something right. Your obedience is opening doors that effort never could. Your surrender is drawing resources that striving never reached. You have entered the realm of divine acceleration, and once you're there, everything changes. This is what happens when a shift is real. The things that once held you lose their grip. You begin to see clearly what was once hidden. God starts to reveal the why behind the waiting. You realize that every disappointment had purpose. Every heartbreak had instruction. Every delay carried direction. You see now that the wilderness wasn't punishment, it was training. You learned how to survive without applause. You learned how to stand when no one was clapping. You learned how to trust when you had nothing left to hold on to. And because of that, heaven says you're ready. Chosen one, when heaven shifts your season, the evidence always shows up first within you. Your peace becomes unshakable. Your discernment becomes sharp, Your confidence returns. Your words carry weight. Your presence feels different. People won't be able to explain it, but they'll feel it. Something about you will seem elevated, not in arrogance, but in authority. You'll walk into rooms and shift the energy without saying a word. That's the mark of divine transformation. The anointing on your life is beginning to overflow. But hear this clearly. When the shift becomes visible, resistance will rise. Don't let it scare you. The same people who once overlooked you may suddenly start to question you. Some will misunderstand your change. Others will envy your elevation. But remember, the shift wasn't their assignment, it was yours. You don't owe anyone an explanation for the way God chose to move in your life. You see, this shift isn't just about promotion, it's about positioning. God is aligning you with destiny. Every person entering your life now carries purpose. Every door opening now has divine timing attached to it. Nothing is random anymore. Heaven is intentional. You may start to notice small confirmations everywhere. Repeated numbers, divine coincidences, unexpected messages, dreams that feel prophetic. Pay attention. Heaven is communicating with you. The spiritual realm is vibrating in harmony with your destiny. You might wake up at strange hours of the night, not because you're restless, but because heaven is downloading revelation into your spirit. You might start losing interest in things that once entertained you, not because you're bored, but because your soul is craving purity and truth. You might feel emotional for no reason, not because you're weak, but because your spirit is expanding beyond what you've known. Chosen one, the shift is real. It's awakening every part of you that had been dormant. You are stepping into divine clarity. You are walking into supernatural alignment. You are entering into the season where things begin to move in your favor effortlessly. What once felt impossible will suddenly flow. What once drained you will now feed you. What once seemed distant will now feel destined. This is what it looks like when heaven says, "Now." God is about to make your next chapter so miraculous that even your enemies will have to admit, only God could have done that. Everything that tried to bury you will witness your resurrection. Every voice that doubted you will fall silent in awe of what's about to unfold. But stay humble. Stay anchored. Stay prayerful. The shift is not a signal to boast, it's a call to serve. God is trusting you with influence, and He's watching how you handle it. Use it to heal, not to hurt. Use it to uplift, not to prove. Use it to glorify Him, not yourself. Because the greater the elevation, the deeper the responsibility. You're being placed in rooms where your voice will matter. You'll be invited into spaces you never imagined you'd enter. But remember, you are there on assignment, not by accident. This is the moment you've been waiting for, the one heaven has been preparing you for since the beginning. The shift is real, and you are the evidence of it. You will soon see what God has been doing behind the curtain. The prayers you thought were ignored were actually being answered in a higher realm. The tears you cried in secret became the water that nourished your destiny. Now, all that pain is turning into purpose. All that waiting is becoming reward. The shift is ushering you into a level of peace, power, and purpose you've never known before. Chosen one, let go of fear. You are ready. The version of you that doubted, that feared, that apologized for existing, that version is gone. You are walking in divine authority now. The shift is not coming, it's here. And soon, the whole world will see what heaven already declared over your life. The energy around you is changing. The blessings are moving closer. The anointing on your name is glowing stronger. Breathe deeply, chosen one. Heaven's wind is blowing. And you, the one who never gave up, who kept believing when everything went dark, you are standing right in the middle of the supernatural shift. Everything is about to unfold. Everything is about to align. Everything is about to make sense. The shift is real. And this time, it's your turn. Chosen one, lean in. Take a deep breath. You can feel it pulsing, can't you? That subtle vibration under the surface of your reality. You can't explain it, but you know. You can't see it, but you feel it. Something is moving. Something is aligning. Something is becoming. The shift is real. This isn't just another season. This isn't a random emotional wave. This is a divine transition that heaven scripted before time began. Everything that once felt disconnected is now clicking into place. The fog that once surrounded your path is beginning to clear. You may not see the full destination yet, but you finally sense the direction, and that sense of peace you feel, even in uncertainty, is your confirmation that you're on holy ground. You felt this before, moments where you could sense that life was changing, even if the surface didn't show it. But this time, it's different. This time, heaven is not just shifting things around you, it's shifting things through you. Every part of your being is being recalibrated to operate at a higher frequency. Your thoughts are expanding. Your emotions are stabilizing. Your spirit is rising. You're becoming the version of yourself that was always meant to carry the promise. The shift is not just external. It's internal, spiritual, cellular, divine. This is why you've been feeling strange lately. This is why your emotions have been unpredictable. This is why the things that once entertained you now bore you. Because your soul is stretching to fit the new realm you're about to walk into. Heaven doesn't elevate the unprepared, it refines first. And you've been refined by fire. Every heartbreak, every betrayal, every delay was a part of the purification. The shift you're stepping into required that version of you to die. The one that doubted, feared, and second-guessed every decision. That old version couldn't carry what's coming. You've been asking God for signs, and here it is. The shift is real. Every part of your life is now responding to a divine frequency that calls you higher. You'll start noticing small things first. Peace where there used to be panic. Confidence where there used to be confusion. Joy in places that once felt heavy. This is the sign of internal alignment. When heaven moves, it starts from the inside out. But the evidence won't stay invisible for long. Soon, you'll begin to see external confirmations, unexpected favor, sudden opportunities, divine appointments that feel too precise to be random. People will come into your life who speak directly to your purpose. Conversations will align with your destiny. Doors that were closed for years will begin to creak open. Don't question it when it happens. Don't resist it. Don't explain it away. This is what you've been praying for, even when you didn't have words to describe it. God heard every sigh, every whisper, every tear that said, "Lord, please make it make sense." And now heaven responds, "I am." The shift is not about luck or timing. It's about divine orchestration. Heaven has decided that the waiting season is complete. You've passed the tests. You've endured the silence. You've remained faithful even when you couldn't see the fruit. Now, the shift comes to reward your perseverance. This is the kind of shift that turns unnoticed people into leaders. The kind of shift that turns private prayers into public testimonies. The kind of shift that turns hidden pain into visible purpose. You are about to witness the hand of God rewriting your reality in real time. And yes, some people will be uncomfortable with your transition. They will question your glow, your peace, your sudden acceleration. But remember, the shift is not for their understanding. It's for your becoming. You were never meant to explain what God is doing in you. You were meant to embody it. Your transformation will be the explanation. Your elevation will be the evidence. Chosen one, everything that once resisted you will now recognize you. The same places that rejected you will now request you. The same people who underestimated you will now have to watch God vindicate you. The shift is breaking the old rules. The limitations that once defined your life no longer apply. The doors that used to stay closed are now commanded to open. The opportunities that were delayed are now being accelerated. You'll start to see things unfold in ways that don't make logical sense. And that's how you'll know it's God. You'll see answers come before the questions. You'll see favor appear before the request. You'll see the promise manifest before you even take the next step. Because when heaven decides to move, time itself bends to obey. The shift is heaven's yes, echoing through your reality. It's the vibration of divine timing aligning with human obedience. It's the unseen becoming seen, the impossible becoming inevitable. And yes, the shift can feel disorienting at first. It might look like you're losing things, relationships, routines, even interests. But you're not losing, you're being lightened. God is removing what cannot go with you where you're going. Not because it's bad, but because it's no longer aligned. He's stripping away the unnecessary so you can move faster. He's decluttering your environment so you can see clearer. He's protecting your energy so you can hear his voice without distortion. This is sacred motion. This is divine editing. This is holy disruption. And soon, you'll thank him for every closed door, every unanswered prayer, every delay that once made you doubt your worth. Because when you see what he was preparing you for, it will all make sense. The shift is real, and it's permanent. There's no going back to who you were. Once heaven moves, nothing returns to normal, because normal no longer exists. You are not in the same timeline anymore. You're moving in divine sequence now. Every step, every conversation, every connection is part of heaven's blueprint for your destiny. Chosen one, you don't have to chase what's yours. You just have to stay aligned. Everything meant for you is already searching for you. Everything you need is already in motion. The shift has already begun, and you are the epicenter of it. There's a glow in you now that wasn't there before. There's a power in your presence that can't be denied. There's a calm in your spirit that no storm can shake. This is what divine alignment feels like: peace in the middle of motion, clarity in the middle of change, confidence in the middle of uncertainty. Don't let fear trick you into retreating. Don't let impatience make you move prematurely. Stand still in faith. The shift is completing itself, and the outcome will exceed every expectation. You're not entering this new season timidly. You're walking in with authority. You've been through too much to doubt now. Every battle trained you for this. Every loss built your resilience. Every delay strengthened your faith. Now it's all coming together, effortlessly, beautifully, divinely. The shift is real. The season has changed. Heaven has spoken. And you, chosen one, are walking into a chapter that will prove why nothing worked before. Because this was the moment everything was meant to. Your time is here. Your name is known. Your purpose is active. Your path is clear. And the shift is complete.